I want to share with you a different approach to finding your personal style. I feel very strongly that the traditional way that style is understood isn't deep enough. It isn't personal enough, and many times it can just feel surface level. I believe you have things deep in your heart that you're holding dear. Things like your favorite songs or books that you love, but it could be deeper than that, like moments in your life that you're nostalgic about, or memories or people that you love, all of which I think you could tap into to further reflect what you love through something as simple as what you're wearing in your day. Because what we wear does have a voice of its own. So I'm gonna explain to you how I view the art of personal style, and it really is an art form. Artists and designers use something that is called the design process. It's a path that can be used to start with some basic ideas or some inspirations, and then move them and create more of this beautiful masterpiece at the end. So whether it's a painting or a song, or if you're writing a novel, or if you're crafting some sort of sculpture or a piece of jewelry or clothing, whatever it is that is tangible, that is beautiful, came from an idea. 20 years of my life have been centered around art, and 10 of those years I was also a designer. So when the time came where I personally felt like I needed to reinvent my personal style, I actually wanted it to represent my own loves and my own uniqueness. So I took everything that I knew about that design process and I crafted a new vision of where I wanted my style to be and where I wanted my wardrobe to be to reflect it. The design process guided me away from a lot of expensive regrets, and now I'm able to wake up every morning where I'm excited about the clothes that are hanging up in my closet. Everything that is hanging up reflects things that I'm passionate about, like my music taste, my design taste, my love for the arts, and also balancing this femininity into relaxed cuts and fabrics that I love. It's the beauty of textures and what I actually feel beautiful in. It finally feels like me, and this is what I want for you as well. So how can I help you find this for yourself? Well, I've built this 40-lesson masterclass to walk you step by step through finding your personal style, and finally one that is unique to you. The good news is that you don't have to be an art expert to have a unique and beautiful style, but you do need to know the steps in order to not spend so much experimenting with your wardrobe and to buy the right pieces that express you fully. You want a style that is a reflection of you, but one that is unwavering. You don't want to wake up one morning and realize that you've just been living in a fad. We're gonna start off week 1 understanding that you are unique. Now, that can sound really sweet, but if you think about it, how many friends have you had, or little school kids when you're growing up, or relationships that you've had where somebody told you what you should wear, or what to think about yourself in what you're wearing? A lot of times this isn't done in kindness. Some people can tell me everything that they dislike about themselves before they even tell me their last name. Or maybe you just don't have an issue with that, but you really wouldn't mind fitting into whether you're in school or work, you just don't want to stand out. Throughout this course, we're going to be removing layers and layers of past judgments, past mistakes, and assumptions that you've made about yourself in the past, all to help you uncover your uniqueness. It takes a lot of courage to do something like this, but through something as simple as the clothing that we wear, this course can guide you toward a better outlook with a lot more confidence in your daily life. That's why week 1 is centered around uncovering your uniqueness. We're going to use exercises and questionnaires over the course of a few lessons to really help you dig deep into what makes you you. From my degree in advertising and a decade of experience in the industry, I can tell you that designers and major brands professionally craft personas in order to create this vision of who they want to reach. We can use this information in order to create inspired visions of ourselves. So in week 2, I'm going to walk you through how to create your style persona in order to actually start dressing like yourself, your best self, or what I would like to call the hero version of you. Through this, you can start to build confidence to wear styles that perhaps you would be insecure wearing before. And I'll share with you my secret style persona and how I used it to pick out different items that speak to that chosen style persona. This step is so vital to personal style, and without it, you would be just copying other people around you. So this is going to dig so deep into your uniqueness. And then we're going to move into week 3. That's where I'm going to be addressing that question of how do I actually choose a style? Because you can honestly get bored of one style. Like some people say that they're bohemian. But what does that mean really? And just one style can be really boring, and nobody wants to be one note. So that's why it just feels a little boxed in or just not accurate. So during this week, I'll tell you why, as well as how to get around that problem. We'll be breaking down the various style categories. We're going to bring them down to their most simplest forms, and then we're going to discuss how they flow from one to the next. And this is through my trademarked personal style wheel. So you're going to use the lessons within this week to inform the styles that you identify with the strongest, and then how to pair the styles together to make compelling outfits. And those outfits will speak strongly to your self-expression. In week 4, we're going to curate your current closet. So for some people, this is the really fun part, but it might seem exhausting. Or if you're really attached to your clothes, you might just hate me as I'm going to bring you through that process of analyzing what is hanging up in your closet and also making some decisions on what you need to let go of and how to do that mindfully. So this is a real curation process. It's almost like you're an art curator and you have your own art exhibit where you're just valuing each piece within your collection. And then you're gonna be removing those that truly don't speak to you or fit within this curation. In week 5, I'm gonna cover how to rebuild that core of your closet. If you think of how a brand has their signature collection, that's what you're gonna have for your new style. This means that these are the pieces that work the hardest in your wardrobe, the ones that you need the most. If something is missing from your closet, I'm gonna give you lots of priority lists of what to buy first so that you can decide for yourself what you actually need and in what order. This also could be based on limitations like whether you live in colder, warmer weather or what the season is and those types of things. I'll also teach you the basic principles to understanding your skin undertones, and this will come from my perspective as a portrait artist. This will change your perspective on color forever. We're gonna really begin to build a color palette for your curated style, and this will be infused into all of those closet essentials. And in week 6, we're gonna move beyond just the basics of your wardrobe, and we're gonna really start to choose additional pieces that reflect the style that you've chosen for yourself. This is where people really start to notice your style changing. And it's where this masterpiece starts coming into form. This week teaches you lessons like how to expand your color palette, how to choose some external things like outerwear and shoes, and how to create a focal point with statement pieces as well as accessories where the eye will be drawn toward. So I'm going to provide my tips on which pieces you should invest in, but also in what order, so that you have less regrets about what you are going to purchase first, second, third. So to sum it all up quickly, by the end of the first 6 weeks, my ultimate goal is that I will have helped you 1, discover what makes you unique when it comes to style, 2, craft a vision of the hero version of who you want to be, 3, understand how you want to dress, 4, master the style combinations that are unique to you, and 5, build the dream wardrobe that reflects everything mentioned before. And to help you long after the masterclass is finished, I've added in 3 additional bonus weeks just to help you build a deeper understanding of how to choose pieces even more wisely for your wardrobe. I am so excited to share this journey with you, and I'm even more excited to just see the transformation that this will be on your own life. And I can't wait to see you inside.